Rend, slaughter, devour your enemies. There is no other way to survive. You cannot escape your hunger, warriors of purgatory.
Wait. Hold up. Didn't I already do this? I think I already did this before. I'm not too sure. Oh wait, yes I have. I did a solo run of this game. I sure did. So then we're like, why are we doing it again? Well, I'm playing through this game again for a new challenge. This challenge is going to be setting up for when I go to play the sequel again, because the challenge I was trying to do for the sequel, it's a no-go. So this challenge, we're doing a demonless run, human form only. It does come with a couple of caveats. One, I need to be in New Game Plus, and I already got a New Game Plus, but we can't use that file because then we'll get all the skills that Surf learned throughout the game. I don't want that. We want the challenge. So I have to use cheat code to get myself into New Game Plus. And being in New Game Plus now, we start with a unique skill, a unique skill called Human Form. Human Form allows us to be, obviously, in human form and not demon form. A couple of cool things about Human Form is we have no weakness and we're immune to expel damage. That's the upside. Downside is we can't use any skills except for passives. That's not so bad. And it'll just take a really long time to grind out mantras. Which is also kind of bad because we need passive skills, and main story progression is only in human form, but when it comes down to like grinding for like the mantras and everything, I gonna do it in in demon form, but that's only for grinding and not story progression. Story progression's only human form. Here we have our protagonists. They're reconstructing a silly thing called gang warfare. Yeah. Shootout with the vanguards. Oh no! And then a giant butt plug explodes, turns everybody into demons, and then they commit vor. Who doesn't like some good vor? And then they all wake up, no idea what's going on, and then they see a naked girl. Who doesn't like a naked girl? Oh, wait. Spoiler, she's only like 7, really. Not knowing what's going on, or who the naked girl, or the girl is, we decide to go meet up with the vanguards, because Harley should know what's going on, I believe, because he was there when it happened. Before we leave, we stop at the shop. We buy 2 items, bullet upgrades. Our main damage source is coming from our gun ammo. And give that to Surf and Argilla, because they're our main damage dealers.
Something is wrong.
Finally getting to the Vanguard base. It's empty. Where is everybody? We'll have to go further to explore. There are no encounters at the very moment in the Vanguard base. Vanguard base? I mean Vanguard base. Until you trigger this cutscene. Looks like Harley's having some PTSD of watching his men get ate. And then everybody turns into demons. And then we're like, time to fight. As soon as the fight starts, this is just a tutorial. We get first turn. Everybody's currently in their demon forms because we can't assign skills yet. So we just click, revert, turn everybody into human form. And then bang, 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 goes dead. Pow, pow. On our first level up for Surf, we're focusing on defenses. The strength attribute has nothing to do with gun damage. That's only your gun bullets and the character you're playing as. So we're going to focus on vitality and our magic stat to buff those defenses. Because by golly, being in human form, you take quite a bit of damage. A little ways further into the dungeon, Harley runs from us because he's scared because he thinks we're going to eat him. So we gotta chase him down. Make sure you encounter the giant cockatrice. He's forest, he's easy to fight. Bird enemies are weak to gun, more or less, all the time, so they're always an easy fight. Finally, after a lot of running, we finally corner Harley, and he decides to give him the what for, and we challenge him to a fight. Normally this fight would be a little bit of a challenge for our first time, but since we're in our human forms and we're not getting hit by our weaknesses, he can only use fire attacks, and normally he would try to hit Surf for fire. Since Surf would be weak to fire in his demon form, he's not weak to fire. Since we're in human form, we just bang, bang, bang. So the attack rotations is Surf, Argilla, basic attacks. Heat passes his turn because he doesn't really do good damage. So he's mainly going to be our support character. So healing and just passing turn back over to Surf because Surf does better damage overall than anybody else in the game. Doesn't take too long, and Harley is dead. Well, the fact that Harley had no idea what's going on, we don't know what to do. We return back to base. Back at base, we get a message from the Karma Temple saying, we need other leaders to come by and talk to us because we want to start a battle royale. So we go to the Karma Temple. Nothing too special here. We just get to the main chamber and do our ringy-dingy-ding thing. Also, this guy has issues with us because he keeps looking at us. It's a little weird. Big cool thing talks saying now we need to start a battle royale. We need to find the girl named Sarah, which she's already in our possession. And, yeah, kill every other leader and ascend to Nirvana. Alright, now that we know that there's a battle royale going on, and we need to be the ones who win so we can ascend to Nirvana and get the hell out of the junkyard. The world we're in is called the junkyard. Don't know why. Plot reasons. But, anyways, we decided that we're going to team up with the Maribels and not betray them. Do not, I repeat, do not betray the Maribels, because in the sequel, that will come in handy. A lot of things we do in the first game is setting up stuff for the second game, when we get to it.
And defeating them will not pose a problem.
Getting to the Maribel's base, we encounter Janana, who kinda has a crush on Argilla, but she doesn't quite know. This scene is weird, but it has a lot of good context in-game if you actually understand what's going on. Anyways, she says meet us in the center of the area, and so we do that. There's a lot of force encounters, but nothing too terrible. I do some grinding, I get some level ups. Remember, we're focusing on vitality and magic. Once those are high enough, I'm going to pump points into agility. These force encounters are easy. There's one where it's just 3 birds and you go pew 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 and they all die. And then there's one where you got to be very careful because if they start buffing themselves, it's a game over. They will be unhittable. Just focus them down one by one and they all go down. The only scary thing about these encounters is the Yuki you'll fight, because he will pretty much one-tap each of one of your characters, because he'll get first turn, he'll power charge, and bang, 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 and hurt you. Here, we meet Janana and her sidekick, Bats. She doesn't feel like fighting us, so we have to fight Bats. Kamazat is a little difficult, especially this early in the game, the fact that we don't have skills, and he hurts like a truck. His special spiral, whatever it's called, hurts for like 40 damage. Oh my god, it hurts so much. I do die a couple times here. Be very careful. He can inflict you with confusion, which can send you back into your demon form. And if you can't get your person back into their human form, you'll then get hit. And since you have better stats in demon form, it invalidates, obviously, the run because you are in demon form and not human form. The whole thing for this fight is to attack. If he goes into guard mode, hit him with a landmine because he's weak to earth. That will knock him out of his guard. And then attack, heal with heat. And if you don't need to heal, just pass your turn back to surf and attack. Easy peasy. I find it a little silly how Janana is literally saying, hey, Bats, go heal yourself. You're fine, you did a good job. But that butthole decides to betray us. We team up with the Maribels. Then we go to attack the Solids at Antana. I can't say the name. Some of these names of these locations are really hard to say. There are no encounters when you first get in this area, so get all the items you can, and then your first force encounter is against a couple of archangels. They're pretty useless. They can only smack you or try to mute you, and if you get muted, there's no reason to worry because you can't cast spells anyways. Getting through this dungeon isn't too terrible. It's really straightforward. Nothing really gives me a challenge at all. Upon entering Mix Room, we're forced to fight a couple of... I forgot what these enemies are called, and then a turd act at the end. I forgot to mention, back when I was in Manipura, at the shop I load up on Sonic Stones, and this is the fight to put all the Sonic Stones to use. Trust me, you'll need them.
Feeding time!
These guys can really hit pretty hard, but they're weak to force, so Sonic Stones spam for the win. You can get 6 off. That's more than enough to kill this first wave. Second wave is a rinse and repeat Sonic Stones until they're all dead. Turd Act is not weak to force, but use what you can to get rid of his minions, and then just focus down the Turd Act until he dies. Upon reaching the end of the dungeon, we see Mick literally ragdolling Janana. Mick then throws her, and then Janana's like, hey, I haven't eaten in a bit. Time to go into my demon form and kill you guys. Rawr. Compared to when I did my solo run, this fight against USAS is honestly a walk in the park. Yeah, our damage isn't crazy high against her, and it's going to take a while to whittle down her HP. But, here's the big but. She has a lot of expel attacks, and human forms are immune to expel. So that's literally just a loss of turn for her. Eventually she'll spawn some of her minions. Just ignore them. They're really not much of a hassle, and as long as you keep them out, they'll use a combo move, which will literally get rid of their whole turn, because it's also an expel attack. It takes a while, but we whittle her health down until she falls. Easy peasy. We have a touching moment with Argilla and Janana before she passes away, saying, oh my god, we're friends!
Yes. Your comrade.
We meet back up with Gale. Gale's very confused of what Pist and the girlfriend are, and then he joins our party. Our second trip to Manipura is honestly nothing too exciting. You can get into random encounters, but they're gonna more or less run away. But just follow the guys until we get back to the center of Manipura and once again encounter bats. I would say this is a tough fight, but in reality, once he goes into his guard form, he stays in it. So just spam away with landmines. Also load back up on landmines because of the shop at the start of the fight, start of the dungeon, I mean. Yeah, no, you just keep spamming them until he goes down. Easy peasy. We figured out that Bats has a Dommy-Mommy kink, and he'll play with her later. We are now stuck in Manipura and need to work our way backwards. Luckily, the enemies don't run away, so we can grind, and we have a free healing station. So backtrack to here whenever we need to heal up, and we'll be good to go as we make progression. Nothing really hard happens when you're leaving Manipura 2.
But the boss coming up is a little bit of a challenge, more than bat. Load up on landmines. I would say this guy is hard, but we get 6 turns per round because he's weak to earth. So just spam landmines. It takes about 2 full turns and he'll eventually go down. But be careful though, he can hurt. He can really hurt, but other than that, he'll go down. Gil got the kill.
Target neutralized.
Upon getting back to our base, we find Cielo and our other members all messed up. Cielo says that they took Sarah. He tries to run off. We try to go after him. And Cielo turns Jamaican. Off to go confront Mick in the solids.
I wanna come along too.
Getting through this dungeon is fairly simple. It's just puzzles. One's finding the correct painting, which is really easy to tell because the bad ones turn red, and then it's just trial and error until you get to the correct blue painting. Third puzzle is just moving mirrors around, super simple. Next one is a lift puzzle, and then the final puzzle is a mixture of all of them. Time to confront Mick. Okay, I may have lied. I totally forgot. The yellow key that you can find is in the 3rd puzzle area for coordinates 136. Here I'm just buying a bunch of items, getting stocked up. Graven Image is great because it's a large heal, reusable item for battles only. I load up on a bunch of damaging items because obviously we can't use spells, so this is the best thing we can get. And then I do a ton of off-screen grinding to get my levels and get some skills unlocked. Because we got to get through a silly fight and then the Mick fight. The next few parts is of when I was streaming it over on my YouTube, so I'll let my actual live commentator do the talking. Cutscene!
Here's a little something for last time.
You?
If you want the girl back, then kill your leader.
Bap. Hi, Silver! Is a meme. Yes, it is a meme. Sorry I don't stream much. Just my internet's pretty crappy. And I just been focusing on other things. Aw. What?
No, you don't. I don't think so, girly.
We'll tear
Tear you apart, you fat freak. That line always gets me. Alright, here we go. Alrighty. Rahu. Yeah. Bum 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 bum. Oh, thank God. Okay, I thought he would be doing some more damage than that. Alright, I pictured this guy to be doing more damage than this. He'll be okay, Gale. Stop whining. Oh, Psycho Rage. Gonna chip in right now. The head part of Mick is really selfish with its heals, and it prefers to heal only itself. So now that all in this fight did the body get healed at all. Wow,
it looked like it, but it did not. The body does all the buffing and the main damage, though. As long as it doesn't get healed by a diorama. Rikukaja. Rakunda. Ouch, that hurts. Oh, okay, okay, yep. I'm gonna, let's see. The body's almost dead. You know, since we had to skip a turn of damage, let's just throw a firebomb at him. Yeah, like I said, I try to stream when I can. It's just work makes me tired, and honestly, I've been sick for like the past 3 weeks off and on. And it also depends on if the internet at my apartment cooperates with me. Come on, body, just die already. No, Gale, go for the double shot. 28 damage. Ow, ow. Counter. Well, let's see. I do have a medical kit. Do I want to waste my one and only medical kit? Yeah, sure. Oh, that kind of sucks. There's my main damage dealer right there. Oh, boy. No, the body is almost dead. There's the body. All right. Now the head can't do that silly crap anymore. Also, with the body dead, the rest of this fight is...
What's the head weak to?
Is a joke.
I think the head's weak to
It goes
ice.
down so fast.
Let's do a damage test really fast. If he's weak to ice, then we got this in the bag.
No, he's not weak to ice.
Is he weak to force?
There's his weakness. Alright. Alright. Crossfire. There we go. Easy peasy. Alright, physical defense.
I do not comprehend.
I do not comprehend. I don't comprehend.
We're comrades. Alright, really fast. I'm gonna go to Manipura. Get to the shop. You're silly. No, you're silly. I'll bite you, you piece of butt. Let's see, what are we looking at really fast? So Cielo's level 32. That's cool. Argilla's gonna be leaving our party soon, so Cielo's gonna be forced into it. Also, I tried to mute myself before I ever sneeze or something, so I apologize if you hear that. Get Mantra. Mantra. Godly Beast is almost mastered. Matama. Holy Beast is almost mastered. Cielo. What do you know, Cielo? Ooh, boy. Okay, let's see. I got one of those. Iron Shot. Sure. Let's buy 3 copies. Ooh, revive gems, nice. Okay, that's a lot of money. We'll buy 13.
Oh,
Not a lot of people do this and come to Manipura before you go to the deserted ship. Because if you come back to the Manipura and check the shop, you get all this new gear you can get. Especially the upgraded consumable attack items. Trust me, you will need them. It will save down on farming. The Magni bombs are a godsend. Should have bought more, though.
They show up,
That was very scary.
Sarah, and boom.
Kablowy.
Hey, come on. Why don't we try somewhere else, huh? Guys?
The structure of material and design make this environment highly combustible.
I mean, they'll know it's a trap when Sarah's not here.
Sarah will be here.
Huh? Okay, this seriously won't work.
I swear he breaks the 4th wall right there.
Obviously, Sarah isn't this tall, her hair is way different, and her arms ain't that thick.
Cielo's spitting facts, man.
Don't ever call me by that name. I am a colonel.
Colonel Back. Colonel Beck.
I thought that sound was coming from my room for a second.
There they are! It's them! Capture the leader and the girl. Kill everyone else.
It's a bunch of Nagas.
Ow. Counter. Wow. Not Zionga.
Fucking pathetic.
Alright, since I know Nagas are weak to fire, let's give my Molotov a use. Good job, Cielo.
Yeah.
Holy Beast has been mastered. I've been pretty sick off and on the past couple of weeks. Okay, I need to get down to floor 2. Oh, wow.
Not after I devour you. Janana was delicious. No, you bastard!
I had myself muted this whole time. Oh my god! Holy shit! What? Wow. Okay. What the fuck? What was that? Oh, wow. Okay. Alright, that's good to know. Wait, hang on. They're spamming ice. They might be weak to fire. Molotov. There we go. I don't know why I didn't think of that. Alright, time for round 3 with bats. First thing that makes this fight difficult is 1, he has Psycho Rage, giving himself 4 press turns. 2, his new unique ability called Zot Zalaha Bane, which turns anybody and inflicts it into a bat form. It pretty much makes your stats worthless. You only do 1 damage and gives you a weakness to force. I don't mind that because you can still use your items, and then when Bat goes into his guard form, he will stay into his guard form until he goes into his second turn. So Magni Bomb away until he dies. He only has about 1,500 HP, I want to say, around there. So we can kill him pretty quickly. Maybe 2 full turns would be enough. But if you get turned into a bat, and once the bat status effect wears off, you turn into your demon. So that kind of makes this challenge hard because I'm trying to beat the game with just human form.
Wow.
So I do die a couple of times, but on my last attempt at this fight, it goes relatively smooth. I believe he has 2,000 HP. I'm not gonna waste any of my walls on this turn. A power charge. Uh-oh. Oh, wow. Okay, I'll take this. Alright, that was a good turn. Magni Bomb. Magni Bomb. Oh, he's already in the red. Sweet. Okay, we got this. Wow. Here, I thought I was gonna have trouble during this fight. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Ah. Boom.
You said the wolves would last longer than that.
Though it defies probability, the fact is undeniable. And to make matters worse, the remaining members of the Solids have been forcibly enlisted by the Brutes tribe.
Boss! Lupa from the Wolves. He's asking to see you.
Did you say Lupa? Where did he come from?
Well, you wouldn't believe it if I told you. We have them detained at Svadhisthana.
Let us go, Serf.
Hee-ho. Yeah, okay. Huh. Maybe I'll go grind out some mantras.